Compelling innovations in undergraduate education is a bit of a minefield for me, because I don't think of any one in particular as being terribly compelling, but I see a suite of them as being absolutely brilliant. And they're loosely clustered into three areas. One are ways that we can increase the kind of relationships that learners have with their professors, their teachers, their lab assistants, whoever it is. The number one dynamic around what makes for good learning is strength of relationship. So how do we imagine creating relationships in large section classes, as one example? The second one is, how do we form linkages or connections for people? You need to be connected to content, you need to be connected to a discipline, you need to be connected to each other. The use of the internet as an example of a connection device is brilliant, because it allows us to make connections outside of our immediate circle and to a much broader circle. And it also allows us to connect to information and knowledge sources that we never had access to before. But there isn't one compelling one that's in there. The third thing that we need to do that I find really inspiring are techniques or innovations that open up passion and meaning for the learner. And those are often the micro activities that happen in response to a situation. So it's not really a technology or even a planned event that we can do, but it's an attitude of grabbing what Havikhurst calls that teachable moment and inspiring people through it. Three changes that I think would really help to transform the undergraduate landscape in Canada would be to build in far more opportunities for people to experience the world around them. That means maybe working in community settings. That means taking the learning out of the classroom and into the areas of practice. But it might also mean learning how research works and getting involved in the very first year with the research process. A university is essentially a creator of knowledge, and yet we usually wait until at best the fourth year and maybe likely into the graduate programs before students can participate in knowledge creation. That should happen right in year one. So that's one thing that we could be doing. A second thing that we should be doing is rethinking and reusing the various modalities through which learning can occur. So rather than think of delivering a lecture or having a course based online or having a seminar, let's weave all those things together and have multiple ways in which students can access information, access knowledge, and have their assumptions challenged. And I think a third major thing that we could do right today is start taking the structures off of the context in which learning happens. Most universities are built for the purpose of replicating past success. And things like the semester system, or when you can register for a class, or how long a class lasts, all put limits on learning. We could blow those apart with some very simple programming that would be really terrifying for most of the registrars to face, but really enabling for most of the students.